Chinese President Xi Jinping welcomed Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin in two back-to-back visits. But the internet noticed something very different about how each man was treated. When Trump landed in Beijing, he was greeted by Vice President Han Yang. Now, on paper, Vice President sounds like a huge honor, but China analysts quickly pointed out that Han Yang's role is mostly ceremonial, and he's no longer part of China's real inner circle power structure. Putin's welcome was completely different. He was personally greeted by Foreign Minister Wang Yi, one of the most powerful men in China, a top member of the ruling Politburo, and one of Xi Jinping's closest confidants. Online observers immediately called it out. China sent ceremonial protocol for Trump, but sent real power for Putin. And then came the body language drama. Experts noticed Trump trying his famous dominant handshake move, pulling forward aggressively on the red carpet, but Xi Jinping stayed perfectly controlled, formal, rigid, carefully managing every second of the interaction. Putin's meeting felt completely different. Xi called Putin his dear friend. The two held a relaxed private team meeting, smiling and speaking like longtime allies. At one point, Putin even used a famous poetic phrase, "A single day apart feels like 3 autumns." It was warm, personal, almost theatrical. And she never used that kind of emotional language with Trump. Then came perhaps the biggest diplomatic signal of all. China refused to hold a live joint press conference with Trump. Many analysts believe Beijing simply didn't trust what Trump might say on live television, so they avoided the risk entirely. But with Putin, no problem. She stood comfortably beside him during a joint media appearances, while Putin openly criticized Western foreign policy right in front of the cameras. And finally, the results. Trump left Beijing with commercial deals, including Boeing aircraft purchases and agricultural agreements, but no major long-term strategic alliance. The meeting remained tense, with Xi reportedly warning Trump not to interfere with Taiwan. Putin, meanwhile, left with something much bigger. Russia and China signed more than 40 major agreements covering artificial intelligence, nuclear energy, trade, and infrastructure. Together, they presented a united front against what they called Western unilateral bullying. Same city, same leader, but two very different welcomes.